Ladies and gents, this improv story is based on the idea woman builds boat, let the story commence. There was a woman called Mary, and she would go down the Clyde side and look at the Clyde, and she would think, where does the Clyde go again? It's going from that way to that way, so that's like I can see it moving. I'm on the north side, it's gone from left to right, that means it's gone from east to west. That's right, so it flows all the way to the west coast of Scotland. Does that actually go all the way? So that would go past that, down there. Well, that would eventually take me out to like Gourock. You know what I'm going to do? Because she'd been to Gourock cycling before. And you can see there's tons of water between you and Helensburgh on the other side. And she'd also been cycling to Helensburgh and had looked across the water to see Gourock at the other side. Just like me. And she thought, I'm going to get a fucking boat. I'm going to make a fucking boat. And I'm going to go there and I'm going to go all the way to Gourock. So she thought, right, can you do it? Are you allowed to? She thought, am I allowed to put a vessel that floats in this body of water and simply drift it? Am I allowed to do that? Who's going to fucking stop me? So she built a boat. She went up to the local tyre factory and she said, listen, I'm looking for 4 inner tubings for a tractor. Do you do such a thing? Yes. I want 4 inner tubings for a tractor. There is such a thing. And I want... Is there a door shop about here? Aye, just there. She bought 2 doors. Big doors you would have in a house. And she put the 4 inner tubings, 2 and 2. And I put 2 doors on top. And away she went. She got all the other stuff. She went, next to the door shop was a shop for like... mountain climbing, so she got the ropes to tie it all together and all that. So she just sat on it. She went down to the Clyde side. She blew up the inner tubings at a petrol station, at a garage. Blew it up. Somebody came out and went, what are you doing? Went, I need this blown up. It's for a I've put my money in the machine. You don't need to worry about it. Don't be a fucking job's worth. She did that. Took it down to the Clyde. Put it in the water, jumped on top, nearly fell, away she went, and she naturally, slowly began going down the Clyde. She started here. Right there. At your armadillo. She slowly floated it this way. And all the way there. Further down to the west, past this transport museum. Looks amazing, doesn't it? But you don't see any of that at the top, everybody, when you're at ground level. The architect, what's her name, who died a few years ago, obviously just built it for looking good as a model to show off. But you can't actually see this for the ground. So it's useless. It's crap. She floated down. All the way past here. All the way past here. All the way down. Past the Titan Clydebank crane, which you can see. Everybody. She floated past this place. What's this place? This. See if you can recognise it. Wrong bit. Sorry, wrong bit. Actually, it's more like... It's more like there. Recognise it? That's where Dee Dee got off the bus for Yoker, but it's actually Clydebank fucking it's West College, Scotland and Clydebank. But that's by the by. I didn't lie. All the way down the Clyde, past Erskine, Dumbarton, and then to this. She nearly died there, at the rapids. And then, oh no, actually no, that's actually the sea. So then you just suddenly come out here, and there, Helensburgh up there, Greenock down there, and by the time she got here, there was no current. No current at all. So she was left kind of stranded there. She was left stranded. Fortunately, when she got to here, the Kilcreggan to Gourock ferry was on, which takes you for Kilcreggan, which is there. And it came down, and the waves from that vessel made her move. She moved up this way, paddled this way, paddled up this way, past Helensburgh, up this way, up here, to this place right here. Right here. To this wee place called Faslane. Whatever that is. She went in. She was soaked. She fell in the water. She was freezing. So she was looking about. She wanted a towel. She just wanted to get dry. She went in there, and she managed to like hide for everybody because she was soaked. She took all her clothes off, so she was hiding. She was naked, so she was hiding. So she managed to sneak through this door and down this corridor and around here and around there, until eventually she came to a room with a big red button. Big red button. And she thought, oh, maybe this is like the dryer. She pressed the button, and let me tell you right now, everybody, in case you don't know, this is Faslane Naval Base, or whatever the fuck it is. The UK's nuclear missile collection is here. There's Glasgow. There's Glasgow. Just along here, Next to Greenock, Gourock, Helensburgh, you know, lots of people. Because they say that this bit here is kind of like secluded, dead end, it's a wee bit tall, they thought, well, we'll stick them there then. So all your nuclear subs with the nuclear warheads are here. Here somewhere. This is where they are. Hard to bomb, they say. Hard to sort of fly by and bomb. She didn't know that though. She thought they would have the nukes maybe near London to, I don't know, to protect it or something, but that's not really how it works. You know, because this is where they make all the decisions, so surely they would want the nukes nearby. But you see, the problem is there's a lot of people down here. And they're not just any sorts of people, they're English people. Whereas on this same stretch of land, and the same political boundaries where you can get people to do what you want, you can plonk them right down here. Right next to a very kind of quite close to Glasgow, Helensburgh, very populated, biggest city in Scotland there. But even just the people in here, you can plonk it here. So it doesn't really matter so much if in a nuclear war they decide to sort of take that place out or bomb that. That doesn't really matter, because really it's just Scottish people really. I know that's offensive, but let's get real here. It is just Scottish people. So, and they do moan a lot. They're quite grumpy. So you're sort of putting them out their misery. Whereas here though, yes, there's some working class people, and you do have some Scots and all the rest of it, but you've got Canterbury, you've got London itself, Plymouth, you've got some good people down here, Portsmouth, some good people are down here, good English people, Basildon, Clacton-on-Sea, Norwich. Here though, bleh. Bleh. Who cares? Anyway, so she pushed that big red button, and it just sent all these nukes all over the fucking place. It sent nukes to Russia. A few went to America. All over Europe. Because it hadn't been all sort of like here are the targets. They were in the middle of a sort of training mission. Let's just pick random targets and all that. Like, not just Russia. It was a bit of a mess. And then all the nukes came flying back out here. And then Russia thought that America did it. America thought that Russia did it. A wee bit of a mess. This has to be a record for death toll in this story. And let me just get a wee figure for you about how many people died. Now let me just try, I'm just going to tell you right now. 3 wee guys died. For starters, 3 wee guys that were nearby who were actually vandalising the place. They died instantly. I'm going to tell you the death toll. It was approximately, and I'm only going by 2018 figures, approximately 7.594 billion people died. So let's keep that in mind. Sometimes I've got in my stories some wee guys doing some violence and all the rest of it, and I have spoke earlier about it's men that are sort of prone to violence. And they're definitely more prone to violence than women, I believe. I think statistically, I don't know what the fuck it is. Look at the jails and all the rest of it, I don't know. But just purely to keep it light, I'm talking about the stories. Mary there was responsible for the death of 7.594 billion human beings. And that isn't even including the animals, the creatures, the insects and all that. Even a lot of rats died, and they're survivors. Not everything died, but there was a nuclear winter and fucking tons of stuff fucking died, man. And I've only got this to say: go on yourself, Mary. Can we have the matriarchy emote in the chat, please? Pink hexagons. You only get this emote when you've unlocked the pink hexagon achievement. There we go. On your cell, Mary. Now that's going to be a hard act to follow. In the next story, things might have to get intergalactic. The end. The Matriarchy. Go on your cell, Mary. 7.594 billion out of 10. Thank you very much. That's a lot. Many more planets out there though. Many more planets.